Outside, the streets are potholes and hills. The first snows rain. Inside, the world is ugly. Climbers find their way to the top. The bottom blushes. The world is cramped and ugly. The lines are drawn. Spaces paced. He says he was abducted by aliens in the 60s. Arms drooping with wounds, blue feet swollen, dollars delivered as euros, stigmata. We are all aliens. We must have all been abducted. The light surrounding the last stinging leaves, the light, it must have been abducted. The final games of the next to final year, wearing golden circles around our arms, the Holy Grail rewriting history in a futile search for our ancestors. Those that never existed in the first place. Those that will be left at last. We have no origin. We must have been abducted. Bottle to beetle, my first, third, fourth, fifth lifetime in a foreign land. Cloudless gray old city pointing to a window of smoked glass, cut, shaving, and bled. My dreams of young boys stealing young girls' youth. The clouds. What can I say about the clouds? The stream says something, it must have been abducted. The trees, the obsessional behavior, converting dollars to demons, counting over and over and over again. My sleep, my very sleep must have been abducted. The wind abducted. Coal mine, soft beer, sausage, coffee, tea. Everywhere McDonald's. Forest, trash, big dog, small dog, abduction, nettles, brick, horse shit, toilets, young boys stealing young girls' youth. Kind pineapple nightfall. Night and its cohorts must have been abducted. Moon, meat, sky. Night and all its contingencies. Art without connection, over and over again, hours without connection, limbs without connection, merchant, terrorist on a suicide mission, without a mission, filtering information. If it works, I will call it street, airport, days, desire, boom, numbers, bleeding, pockets, mustard, embrace, poetry, diarrhea, assuage, speech, buttered buns, spoilage, pothole, hill, snow, ugly, bottom. The bottom's up. Your number's up. It must have been abducted. The breathing bee, it must have been abducted. Light and lighthouse, soap, prayer, survival, trauma, accident, loss, skyscraper, future, abducted. Country without connection. Flirting with information, half spoon shot shiitake sliced, my muscles caught in the broth, skin partially peeled, up all night, brooding, solitary jack-off. And already the lonely powers of state usurping the tenement streets, the fallen lambs. They must have been abducted. Blind tears of death on a ghostly stone, structures and machinery, dissolved in the green salt of nothing and nowhere alone. Tender miseries, you must have been abducted, wrapped within a confession of shame. A piece of meat, half-baked. Vegetable intellect sitting on the window transformed. The flamenco strains of a guitar, beating against the frame with his fingers, the scratches and the clicks, the deep groove dips of the needle resounding with his pulse, the pop, the sugar, the cup, the soul-rending creak. They must have been abducted. With his fingers against the frame with his fingers, strains with his fingers against the frame with his fingers, resounding with the pulse, the pop, the sugar, the cup, the soul-rending creak. The mountains atop the tracks, the pebbles beneath the skin, hungry neighbors gnawing at my plaster walls, rust-colored vocal cords, difficult to stop breathing. It's so difficult to stop breathing. My breath, perhaps my last breath, abducted. Responding over and over again. Story without connection, life without connection, song without connection. Radio, stream, ripple, bell, over and over and over again and again and again. In a foreign body. 3 days in a foreign body. I work on something to create something. If it works, I will call it something. Sky without connection, I visualize it counting over and over and over and over again. Cables, wires, and information I created, and if it works, I will call it moon, meat, cloud, war. Labor fulfilled, craft illustrated, a long walk, a day. Maybe I will call it a day. Man, canoe, power station, fumes, speech, silence, tenderness, death, glass, telephone, tequila, stubs, dirty collars, cacti, envelopes, shutters, wheels, smiles, wills, sandwiches. Must have been abducted. Must have been abducted. The human heart, the human soul, the human spirit, the human mind, the human voice, the human breath, they surely were abducted. These nightmares must have been abducted. The Lower East Side, Brooklyn, the playground of the mind, the ultimate sacred heart must have been abducted. The gates of iron mesh, newly resurrected pipes, lawyers and doctors and politicos. These hands, these eyes, these feet, this tongue and mouth that speaks, this rounding belly, these belly-aching epiphanies. They must have been. Movies, shadows, blankets, wallets, keys. Ecstatic ignoramuses, insatiate incantations, bridges, hell, enchantment, all abducted, sawdust, ashes, dynamic crapshoot, dynamic crapshoot. Must have been abducted. Corporation and human waste, all abducted, 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 Tavasti, Paxinta, Siu. Why vi den goen? Vi den kan? Let's grab ahead and threaten, praying. I lift the yes ropes. Paxinta, Villette, Tavesti, Ahava, Amore, Mohabbat, Ihunanya, Gnoitung, Liubav Jatem. Tempsien, Gerchero, Chero. Ik Halvanu, Kojaksi, ik ben Ulief de Lubisch. Counting, always counting. Trailing behind and trailing behind and trading dollars for demons. Ahuniti anu ebikochanchi. Okuchani, Rakadentutisini, Amore, Big Zakochani, Jestem Zakochani, Ahava Pagsinta, Ohedka, Zeretlek, Bahibak Zaretem, Ragas Rakatsa, Karliged Ohebke Bahekeb, Ahava Zaretlek, Valitas Fasti, Pagsinta, Jestem Sakochana, Kochenek, Kochak, Kogos, Moaviden Koet, Paxinta, Vista, Amore, Moha, Rakadentutisini, Yasukai Harasua Gepa Capo, counting. Les Grag Hebben Prim I Zuretten, Obal Mahaba Habiba Habibati Karam Ish. Wallow with that out of the wood. The Garbage Man. The lines under her chin say she's aging, but her body tells a different tale. Home follows the light, follow the light home. The light follows home. My belongings belonging to no one. Lorker extends a prayer. The links in his chain, mail like baggage. Chain mail like baggage. Chain, mail like baggage. Mail like baggage. Like rosary, like prayer. I pray and send chain letters everywhere like luggage. I place my belongings in a suitcase to wear. I put my armor like a suit and reach into my pockets for small change. Like a suit, I put my armor like a suit on my body like a suit and reach into my pockets for small change. We are dressed for the aftermath of the party and come from a neighborhood of broken promises and pride. We are failed rhythm babies and have more rhythm than we need. And Lorca is a link of a chain of a prayer, like the lines in her neck, in her room at the end of a dream, where the light follows home. Yes, the light follows home. I pray and send chain letters everywhere, and wear my suit like armor. I place my belongings into a cookbook. I place my hand into the unknown. I place my hand into the unknown. Favorite recipes of the bourgeoisie, favorite recipes of the squalid, favorite recipes of the papacy, favorite recipes of the revolution, favorite recipes of the peasants, favorite recipes of the middle class, favorite recipe of polka musicians, favorite recipes of gunnery sergeants, favorite recipes of bovines, favorite recipes of messengers. Reaching into the unknown, I pull out an apple. Reaching into the unknown, I pull out a fish. Reaching into the unknown, I pull out a hand. Reaching into the unknown, my hand gets caught in a bottom feeder. Reaching into the unknown, I pull out a bottle. Reaching into the unknown, I pull out a message. Reaching into the unknown, I wonder who's been reaching in there before me. Reaching into the unknown, I pull out a cookbook. Favorite recipes of the unknown. We are dressed for the aftermath of the party. We come from a neighborhood of pride and broken promises, where fat, jealous ex-cons with gorgeous wives and falling pants that show their cracks carry folding chairs and Ouija boards with Florida plates while threatening to extinguish our lives distinguished from no others and gone just like that. Favorite recipes of the gone like that, just like that. Favorite recipes of gypsies. Reaching into the unknown, I pull out the light, which follows me home. I am a failed rhythm baby, and you are a link in a chain of mail that has not yet been delivered. At the end of the dream, the young poet enters the room with his friends, and I ask, "How are you doing?" Though he looks clean and is dressed well, he replies, "I'm not doing so good. Do you have any answers for me?" "I have a lot of answers," I answer. "But if I tell you, you wouldn't listen anyway." "You're right," he says. He is dressed for the aftermath of the party, though the party has just begun. He is dressed for the beginning of the party, though he has arrived right in the middle. It is the middle of the party, and the light follows him home. He is a rhythm baby who soon will learn that neither he nor his poems are wanted. Reaching into the unknown, I pull out favorite recipes of unknown poets. Goddamn Bobby motherfucker, he says his name is, and I'm scared. He calls me a garbage man, failed baby of the rhythm of this world, failed child of the universe's plan. His wife is not that pretty. There are lines in her face, which is caked with thick pink makeup and pockmarks, though her body tells a different tale. She is dressed for her afternoon out with Bobby, though you'd never know it by the look she now wears. It's bad luck to stay here, she says. It's bad luck, as I apologize for still seeking rhythm, harmony, melody, and bliss. Reaching into the unknown, I pull out apologies. Reaching into the unknown, I pull out forgiveness. Reaching into the unknown, I pull out a Lorca of chain, a chain letter, a message for Bobby motherfucker, a prayer. I am stuck somewhere between being and non-being, in a book of recipes for the unknown, favorite recipes of the unwanted, favorite recipes of the non-being, favorite recipes for non-being. It's a slim volume. I am dressed for the aftermath and wear my suit like broken promises and pride. I come from a neighborhood where the light always followed me home, where the ivy and snowball bushes flourished. a neat and handsome neighborhood where violence was never ever anticipated and the robins sang all day. Pipes, straight arched, mesh of gold of flood stars. This is why crippled, the leg always tries to rectify itself. Verify tolerance, total spin cluster. Why do you melt of the sheen, a double-backed diamond enamored of itself? High in the low tones, grappling with the whole range of whiteness. Why so many bare and pock-marked walls in a structure so filled with its own knowledge? Purple pomped mallets, creased blue curtains exposing the fluted pale, low-breathing carrier of green glassed arpeggios. What is wrong with this picture is there is no picture. But what is wrong with blank space repeating itself? Is blank space truly blank as blank is? Why is there maiden transfixed when there are no maidens left to transfix? And so, lid tightly ajar, was this limp, across out patchwork of genocide's attempt to corrupt itself. Itself, always at the fore of myself, yourself, by self, ones and left everyone else be self. Damn this nagging notated pang, hands that drew the once blue silence, now emptied into emptiness. But what is so bad about blank space? What is blank? Why are these pocked and primed bare walls considered bare? What is empty or full? What does filled with emptiness mean? Longing? Patches and spots of color on the earth-brown floor? Like there, a spot of red, and here, a spill of animal yellow and orange. I can swim through the hole in the broken brick, nor through the metal's facade. What there is more of the same, and more of the same is what there is, but different. A crack in the quietude, a sneeze, a cough, a rustle, a rumble, a low-driven mimic, a crumble of what is where from, and the crippling ringing of life. These are the tools in an okay survival kit. Peek into space through doorless doorway. Look around. Sky itself is the skylight. See streaks of pale blue on earth-colored floor. Semicircles of off-colored creams. Pull back, hit your forehead with your palm. Quietly, scream. Oh no, scream. Oh no, loudly inside your head. Wash your hands of the whole affair as your stomach begins to rumble like a coming quake. Drink turpentine. Glance at yourself in the bathroom mirror. Smile fleetingly. Walk into the stall. Sit on the bowl and wait. A mesh of starlight petals unlock themselves from their grid. Nothing. There is nothing left to follow. The piano lays out. 12:17 drops off the quantum. 30, 24, 30, 36, 24, 54. Working in eighths. Scale of circular linearities. Single note clusters forced to ignore 26, 22, 36, oh, 42, nothing matters, 48, 28, nothing matters, mathematics, Reggie 4, 4, 8, 10, 6. Nothing matters. Registered. 18, 24, 6, 0, 60. Fence, bare leg, belch. Boo, tonicity. Intensity. Listen. Peek into space through doorless doorway. Look around. Sky itself is the skylight. See streaks of pale blue on earth-colored floor. Semicircles of off-colored creams. Pull back, pull back. Hit your forehead with your palm. Peek into space through doorless doorway. Look around. Sky itself is the skylight. See streaks of pale blue on earth-colored floor. Semicircles of off-colored creams. Pull back, pull back. Hit your forehead with your palm. Peek into space through doorless doorway. Look around. Sky itself is the skylight. See streaks of pale blue on earth-colored floor. Semicircles of off-colored creams. Pull back, pull back. Peek into space through doorless doorway. Look around. Sky itself is the skylight. See streaks of pale blue on earth-colored floor. Semicircles of off-colored creams. Pull back, pull back. Hit your forehead with your palm.
What the hell is it, Ethel? Was it, will be, when there's no place left is dead in the crypt, still unknown. I travel in the inside out, in the asking. So the hell is it left on this type where I say, who the hell who's floating it will be when there's no place left to dream revealed into versions of lies. I travel crypt, still unknown. Inside out, inside out, still left asking. Should I say this? The type is floating, who the hell is paper lies? And there's no place left, it's never the crypt. Still unknown, inside me, inside out, in the asking. What the hell is left on this type? Who the hell am I? Who's floating and will be when there's no place left to dream, even to versions of lies. I track crypt, still unknown,
Afterthought, before thinking. The pole that sits between two poles is thought. Valley of nerves, the chairs are there for sitting, filled. We sit in chairs until it is time to get up and walk away, unless walking is no longer possible, unless getting up has long since given up, settled down, needed assistance, just stopped working. Water will never stop working, may spoil like soggy lunch. 100 million slaves died, he said, so he thought he'd never drink coffee. Soggy, rain-gray lunch hour, but it sure tastes good. I never thought I'd drink coffee, but it sure tastes good. 100 million drank, and he had no cash to give them. They drank the water for better or worse, whether it quenched them or killed them with its poisonous lies, or until the master yelled, "Stop." Nerves never go away, never. Never ever, even revenge never leaves the nerve ends. Like crazy, crazy conspiracy. Afterthought. Take the man who put the gun to your head and pull the trigger. Do not pay this check ever before thinking. Well shallow, well fills, well empty, well dries. Chairs are filled, then empty, then filled. We all want to make things better before thinking. The valley is nerve and profile, thought before thinking. What kind of nerves do you think I've got? I have a right to be here too. The server and the served, whose parts are whose here in the future? Who sits at this table here in the future? Thought, after thinking. It's his head now. It's his head now. Pull the trigger.